Hi everyone, it's Michelle with Craft with MV. Today we're going to be making this card with the Lift Me Up set. I think it's cute. So let's get started. We're going to be using the Lift Me Up set for the sentiment. But there's lots of other things in here you can use. But for today I'm just going to use the Just a Note to Lift Your Spirits sentiment. We're going to be using the Framelits from the Up and Away Thinlits. We're going to be using these, this is from another one. Now I'm doing these all one color, but you can definitely do each one of these strips in another color. So whatever is your fancy. I'm sorry my voice is going a little bit. So I'm going to be using these, and I'm going to be using the balloon. So that's coming from the Up and Away Thinlits set. Again, this is a bundle. If you can save 10% if you buy this as a bundle. Sentiment, I'm using from the Stitch Shape Framelits. I'm using the middle, the second oval in. So you can see that. And then there's circles and there's squares. I love this set. So I just wanted to show you that. And you know what? I didn't show you the rest of the, let me show you the rest of what's in the Up and Away Thinlits. But here you go. There's clouds, there's the smaller balloons, a heart, some more clouds, a square. So there's a lot of things in here that you can use. I like this set. The paper I'm using underneath is this glimmer paper, and I'm using the Mint Macaron. It's a Sale-A-Bration item. It's only available till March 31st of 2017. It has Mint Macaron, Sweet Sugar Plum, and Bermuda Bay. So you get 4 sheets of each. It's a free item if they're $50 purchase. So I just want to make you aware of that. Now this is an additional, there's other Sale-A-Bration items available. This is a new one that started on March 1st. So I'm going to be using the Mint Macaron. And we're going to be using Watermelon Wonder ink. Now for my other sheet. I'm doing a Mint Macaron base card, 8.5 by 5.5, scored at 4 1/4. I am using a piece of white paper at 5 1/4 and 4 7/8. I'm using a piece of Watermelon Wonder paper at 5 1/8 and 3 7/8. And I'm using a piece of Designer Series paper at 4 3/4 and 3 1/2. I have a scrap paper for my balloon, and I have a piece of scrap white for my sentiment. And of course I'm using the Mint Macaron, the glimmer paper. Okay, so let's get started. Let me move everything I don't need out of the way right now. Okay, we're going to start with the sentiment. So let's stamp that. And the reason I'm doing this is because I want to do all my big shot work at one time. So by doing this, I can do that. So just stamp it any place because we're going to be using the big shot. Okay, so now we're going to do the big shot. So you're going to need your magnetic plate and of course the two, the plastic plates. So what I'm going to do is do this. See if I can, I always like to cut out as much as I can at a time. So that can go there. And this can go here. Okay, we're set. So I'm going to stop this filming for a second to do all my big shot stuff. So I'll be doing the Mint Macaron glimmer paper also. But I just wanted to show you how to set it up. I'll be right back. Okay, I'm back now, and I have cut out with the big shot my sentiment, the outside or the top of the balloon, and this is a more intricate die. If you have a die brush, use your die brush. You can also run it through a few times. It makes it easier to fall out, etc. And then these are my glimmer paper sheets pieces. So that's that. Okay, now what we're going to do, the first thing I'm going to do, I'm going to put this off to the side because we don't need this right now. I'm going to flip this over, and I'm going to start from the top to the bottom putting on the paper. I'm going to use the fine tip glue pen for this. So okay, so here it is, and I'm just going to do a little bit of, just touch it lightly, you don't want too much for each section. And the way we're going to do this is we're going to stack them up. going to take the top piece. I'm going to have the glimmer part facing towards the outside. Okay, now we'll do the next one. You can kind of see there's like a good, they design these so there's lines to put the glue on in several spots. Okay. Just gonna go underneath here quick. Okay. Now you're just gonna butt this up. If you butt it up, it should work perfectly. So just butt it up to the next one. Okay. Now you're doing your next section. Again, I do the edge. Very good. Okay. So I'll probably be fast forwarding this section just so you don't sit there and listen to me breathe and do this. But again, stack up another one. Just stack it up next to it. Okay, now I'm going to put that off to the side to dry. So while that's drying, we're going to do the rest of the card. I'm going to be sponging just the edges of the sentiment in the white card with the watermelon wonder on the white card. So we're down with the Watermelon Wonder ink. We're done with the sponge. I think I'll use this side. Okay, now we can use our snail to start building our base. Okay, so we're going to put the Watermelon Wonder piece on to the white piece. And this, just so you know, I made the Watermelon Wonder piece a little bigger on this this time so that less white was showing. And I'm also, well, we'll see when we get there. I'll show you what I did with this, what I'm going to do with the little embellishments. Okay, so this is going to go in here. Okay, so now our base is done. Okay, so now this is done. You can see how even though I don't have it exactly perfect on the back, lined up, when you turn it over, it still works great. So just to let you know, we're going to be popping that up. So I'm going to put dimensionals on there. I'll just take these off. And I try to find locations that are easy. Okay, so there we go. Oh, you know what? I'm going to put one more in the middle. Okay. I can pull these off. I think I told you, kind of take your nail and press in the center. Once the sides pop up pretty well. So, yeah. Sorry I'm not talking as much today. It's just my voice, like I said, is going. So, okay. So now we're going to be putting this off to an angle up here. It could be a little over the sides. I'm going to be putting dimensionals on the back of this also. Just use the big ones. On this side, one on this side. Okay. And then we're going to be popping the whole thing and putting it on the base. So, same with this. I've done this a little off. Okay. A lot of dimensionals. I like dimensionals. I like to have things pop up. So that's why I use dimensionals a lot. I apologize again for my voice. I don't know what's going on. I just seem to have lost a little bit. I'm going to put this on the card now. Can you see that? Okay, it's like that. And on this card, I added from the sprinkles embellishment little things. I added those. But in the meantime, I had found some little crystals in the mint macaroon color. Looks almost perfect. So I'm going to put these on instead. So. Kind of thought that might look cute. Okay, I'll put a few around the top. So there you go. Again, it wasn't too, pretty simple card. The thing that takes the most time is actually building the balloon. Like I said, again, you can, put any colors you want. As you saw, those were strips, so each color could be a different strip. I could have done that with the glimmer paper too, made each strip a color, but I wanted to do one color. That's what I felt like doing this time. And of course, you can put any sentiment on and any designer series paper. I use a designer's purity paper from the balloon, the Lift Up and Away designer series paper also. But you can use whatever you want, any colors. Again, this is your project. I'm just giving you an idea of what you can do. So I hope you liked it. I'm a Stampin' Up! Demonstrator. If you need a demonstrator, I'd be glad to be your demonstrator. Below I'm putting all the items used, and also you can go to my blog and see full instructions in a PDF. You can print them out.